Hello and welcome to my video. Today we're going to declutter my yarn stash. When I first started knitting, I would just go to the stores and buy up yarn that I liked the colour of, that I thought looked cool, or that was on special. And now 5 years later, I think I need to finally tackle the yarn stash that's in that cupboard because it's silly. Little disclaimer, a lot of this is acrylic because I was buying this when I didn't care about fibres and I was still practicing my techniques and things like that. So a lot of it isn't good yarn, but I want to use it. I think it's more of a waste to get rid of it. It's better to use it and make it into something I love. So that's the plan. I've already started yarn busting by making this cute little hat, this little beanie out of some of my scrap yarns from other projects. Now this was meant to be for me, but as you can see, it is dainty, so it's going to go to my little nephew who's 1.5 now. And I think it's going to look cute. I do need to make a pom-pom before I send it to him. I'm nearly finished on a little jacket for my dog that matches a jacket I made a few years ago. So this is how I'm using like ends of yarn that I have for projects for me. I'm making them into my dog sweaters. This is kind of a weird angle and this is really bright, but I kind of want to sit on the floor. So the goals of today are to find out, one, if I've got enough to make like a full project out of. So for example, this one, I definitely have enough. Two, if I have enough, what projects I want to make with them. So if you have any suggestions on projects I could make, leave them down below because I do want to know them. Three, if I've got scrap yarn, I want to put that to the side and make some scrap yarn projects out of those. Any sort of tiny scraps go into my little tiny scrap container, and that I'm one day going to card and spin into a new yarn. And 4, 5, whatever it's the next, is if I've got a project that's half finished or half completed or started, I'm going to either frog it or finish it. If you're from New Zealand or Australia, you'll recognise this bag, and this is from Spotlight. So you get like 400 grams of any type of yarn for really cheap, for example, and this is just this like lovely black marled design. My next pack of millions is these ones. Now when I got it, you could only see the green outside, but what do you know? Inside there's random blue. If this was just greens and brownie greens, great, but why have you made it randomly blue? And I only found it out when I was using it for something else and this blue came out of the middle of it. So now I'm not sure what to use because like some of it's so dark and then some of it's so bright blue. So if you have any ideas, this is enough to probably make a sweater of some sort. But there is quite a lot in there. Some of it I've re-rolled into new balls. But yeah, please let me know what you could see this looking good for, because currently I have no idea. Speaking of blue, another pack of millions, and this is this lovely like thicker blue. Blues and whites and darker blues running through it. And this feels quite soft, like I don't know the materials or anything. I probably could find them if I looked hard enough. But I love this. I feel like this could make a lovely sweater. Look at me, just all I can think of is sweaters, but do I know what type of sweater? No. Another pack of millions. I got this blue. It's so soft. And it's like got white striping. Not striping, gosh, flecks of white through it. And it is so soft. It's quite a thin yarn. Probably would hold it double maybe, or make a like, I feel like this could make a beautiful summery like, t-shirt maybe? Once again though, do not know what that is. And why have I knit some of it? Was this to see what it looked like knitted up? What was I making here? More millions. You're gonna get it. You realise what I got up to. These are like a geode looking ones. There's some random yellow underneath it. What is this? I think this was my first ever. This was me learning to crochet. So in 2020, when I first learnt to crochet, I done a terrible job. So then I went to knitting, and then, was it last summer? I tried to learn to crochet again, and these were some of my practice squares. That is so fun. Like I have no use for these, but that's so cute. Anyway, so back to my millions. These are like a geode looking colour scheme. And so once I learnt to crochet, I thought, oh, I'll make one of those hexagon sweaters. So I've really started it, but I ran out of the white. And I do think it's cute. I do like the colour scheme. Do I like it enough to get more white, or should I frog this and do it all in that colour scheme? I quite like the white actually. I think it adds a nice little bit to it. So maybe I should get some more of this dark white. I also did stuff like this, like I bought stuffing to make agurumi, make soft toys, and I tried to crochet soft toys and I couldn't get it. The tiny hook, everything about it wasn't for me. Yeah, this is editing me finding out that I've lost half the footage of me sorting out my stuff. So there will be an outfit change while I show you the middle section, and then we'll go back to the original filming of this. All right, we're back. I have a bucket. I don't know if you could hear that, but I've got a bucket of things that I missed out because for some reason I lost half the footage. Also from the Value Millions, we have a purple, which is so nice, different hues of purple. I've used this for a butterfly top I made for my friend, but there is enough there to do something with. And then another Millions bag, and we have the autumnal, like browns and reds and dark green, and I've made an autumnal vest with this, but there is still a decent bit here. And that's the last of like my full bags of Millions. I do have this, which I have from my patchwork sweater I made. This was originally in a Million, and then I had to buy one more to finish off my garment. So I've got him left over, but he is technically a Million. What I would love to do is find the real brands and yarn that these Millions are and do like an investigative like research into each one and find what this actually is. I think that would be a fun video. So if you have any packs of Millions and you want to know what they are, please DM me a photo of the bag of Millions and I'll see what I can find because I think that would be fun. Right, I have some sock yarn. I did think I had 2 balls of this, but I don't know where the other ball has gone, but it's like a old sock yarn. I believe my mum gave me this, but it's like whites and greys and purples, which is quite cute. There is another ball of this somewhere in the universe, and I've got this one, which I've actually made socks out of, and I absolutely love this sock yarn. I love the colorway, and my little socks from this are so cute, so I love that. And from the same brand, I got their sort of blue, red, and white. Oh, this is looking quite American now that I look at it, but it's a merino superwash wool with nylon, so it makes it perfect for socks. Oh, I've got more pink! Yay! I'm currently working on a project with some scrap yarns and some yarns I want to get rid of, and I've run out of the pink, and so this is such a good find to find such a little thing of pink because that's all I really need. So this bag I've shoved in a Millions bag, but these aren't Millions. So these are all the Abbey Road Wool to Be Wild range, and I've made my mum a sweater, my sister a sweater, and myself a sweater with these. So this is everything that I've overbought. Pretty much 3 of these light blues, 1 of the bright pinks, about 1.5 of this lovely dark green, 1 blush pink. This probably equals 1 of the grey, 1, maybe 3/4 of the blue. Now I love this yarn, it's like a nice thicker one, but I don't know what I'm going to do with these random scraps. I don't feel like these colours really go together all too well. If you have any suggestions on such an eclectic mix of colours with this blue as well, let me know. Got my yarn from Japan. So I went to Japan last year and I got a few things. Now I didn't really know what I was looking for and I didn't have much spare money. So my choices have been strange. I'll get that out the way. Bought 5 of this strange purple fuzzy yarn. Can you see the texture of this? And I've got 5 of these. It's 56% wool, 30% polyester, and 14% alpaca, which is going to make it quite warm, but it's also just such a strange, like I've never worked with anything like this. And I feel like it would be nice knitted up into something, but I just don't know if 5 balls is going to be enough because it's only 30 grams a ball, 70 meters. So 70 meters times 5, I don't know if that's enough for anything, because not only do I have that colour scheme, I also have it in green. So I tried to make something with it and then I just balled it up. And so here it is in green. I just need you to see that texture. And I love this green. But once again, I've got 4 balls. Like, what do I do with 4 balls? Chanel yarn, for me being the agurumi designer I am. I bought this fun Chanel yarn. I absolutely hate it. Like, here is my attempt, and like, I don't know if you can tell, the fibres on it are just dangling off. Horrible, horrible, horrible stuff. Because I was going to make little plushies for me and my sister and my mum, and like all matching, but all with our like favourite colours. No. No, no, no. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I also have this grey yarn. Now, my boyfriend wants a beanie, so we got this grey yarn in Japan for me to make him a beanie. I've attempted many beanies and they never turn out right. This one turned out to be like a tea cozy. It was massive on his head and it was unflattering and it was gross. So I think I'm going to unwind that, frog that and try again. But for now I just have a spare ball of it. I also have these random greens and browns. I was making little coasters for Christmas presents for my boyfriend's family, and so I got just some cheap acrylic yarn, and then I bought myself 3 balls of this lovely green. It has a breakdown, but it's in Japanese, so there is different fibres in this. I don't have my phone to Google Translate, so I couldn't tell you what it is, but I bought 3. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with 3. Could make a beanie out of these, but like I've already got a green beanie and then that's too much for a beanie but not enough for anything else. I could maybe make a little tank top with this. That would be nice. And then I got 2 sock yarns. I had them all like swatched and I got sold on the swatches. So this one's like a blue on the outside, blue, white, but then inside there's greens and all sorts of sort of colours like ocean. It's beautiful. And this is 70% wool, 30% polyamide. It's kind of scratchy, like it's not the softest wool, so I don't know how I'll feel actually knitting this up. Once it's made, it's going to be a great like durable sock. What I would like is to make socks that go above like my hiking boots for like cutesy, and this one's like fun, absolutely crazy colours. And so yeah, I got that. I think that's all you needed to see. I might have missed some here and there between me filming the first time and me filming now. I have used some of my yarns, so this is what's left. Here I have enough patches to make another patch like crochet hood, which I just haven't got around to actually making. And then I started another one of orange and white squares, but I don't know if I'm going to continue that. I'll find out. I'll decide. Alright, I have a bunch of different patches from when I done a patch series on my TikTok account, and that was of me trying different techniques or different wool or doing like fun patches. So this says green. This is a creeper. This was me trying to do like a mountainscape. This was me trying to match my dog's jumper. Those are all on my TikTok. This is me trying to do the bubble stitch for the first time. This is me doing like a hexagon pattern. But yeah, so those are a bunch of things. I want to kind of stitch those together into a little vest of sorts. And then I've got some like patches of this purple that I was going to make into a patchwork sweater, but after my last patchwork sweater, I don't know if I want to. Content, baby, content. I was going through a phase of really loving the moss stitch. Yes, I made all of those in a moss stitch, which I really love for that type of yarn. Here is the start of a sock, which I don't think I'm going to continue, so I can just frog that. Oh, and it's the same yarn as that. Perfect. More patches. So yeah, you can buy like big packs of the Marvel acrylic. And so I went through a stage and I bought that. And then I needed a particular colour from that. So rather than just buying the one thing, it was cheaper in my mind to buy another 12 or 24 pack. So I had a lot of not very good quality acrylic yarn. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yellow, a creamy white, purple, pink, orange, red, blue, dark blue, black, pink, more orange connected to a granny square. This large black, that's got not part of the packet but a large black. This weird colour, this giant purple, this blue. It's all the weird acrylic colours. It's my collection. Nothing has really inspired me that much. It's left me kind of uninspired. I really want to use this green yarn from Japan, I just don't know how. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know, because I want to dwindle this. I don't want it to go to waste, but I kind of don't want it anymore. And at this point I'm wondering if I make a whole bunch of stuff and then do like a little market stall or something to like dwindle it down. But that's my current stash. Did I get rid of anything? No. Do I know what I'm going to do next? No. But it was good to look at. Thanks for watching. If I've decided to bring back YouTube. So I used to do YouTube a lot with my dog, but I've decided to bring it back for my sort of crafty side as well as some of my adventures that I get on. So if you enjoy this, please give me a follow, like it, and yeah, I'll see you next week with my crafty vlogs.